Good to see you. It's the Deftones. How you doing? All right, man, good to see you. It is the Summer Sanitarium Tour. Grab a seat, man. I guess you can tell they're happy to see you. How did it go? How did it go? This is incredible, man. Awesome. The Summer Sanitarium Tour is underway. It's in Toronto tonight. The Deftones are here. How'd the show go today?
What's happening?
Show workout? Everything went well today on stage?
Yeah, everything's all right. It's getting better. It's getting better for us. You know, we were having technicalities, just getting into it, but it's getting good. The show was fun. I had fun. That's all that matters.
Talk about this tour. It's a combination of bands here, man, that I guess a lot of people would sort of expect to see together, but it's pretty diverse, isn't it? It's not just a straight-up metal show. Like
We're pretty diverse. Look at us.
Hey, there's a lot of love in the house, so I gotta say.
That's right.
A lot of love between everybody. I mean, talk about getting on a bill like this, because there's so many bands, and obviously it's a very competitive stage. You got a lot of fans there. Do you approach a tour like this differently?
Not really. I mean, every time we played a lot of different types of shows. I mean, we can kind of go. We're the type of band that can go into any kind of environment and just do what we got to do to get, you know, to have a good time. And this wasn't that much different from anything else. I mean, you know, we just got done doing a club run, right, coinciding with the release of the record, and that was like 10 shows of like just straight up clubs, like small places that we used to play back in the times, and it was way different from, you know, what we've been used to, because right before that we were in Australia doing festivals, you know, 50,000 people every night. So we're pretty adaptable to any situation.
I saw you guys on stage years ago playing alongside like the Specials and Rancid as part of a Warped Tour. And the thing is when you're doing this kind of music,
I remember that.
It was crazy. They pulled a plug on you, I think, here in Toronto.
You got shocked that night, remember that?
Oh yeah.
And the power went
You
down.
got zapped.
You're electric.
Is it the kind of thing where you'd be bored if you were just, you know, playing shows with, you know, rock bands? Would you be bored? I mean, if you like a lot of bands just sort of stay within their own genre.
I think we make our own fun no matter what. I mean, that's basically what it's all about. I mean, like I said, there's a lot of love bouncing around the walls, but we create our own.
But I mean, we have fun playing the music we play. I mean, we have fun making it, we have fun recording it, we have fun playing it, and we're lucky that we're able to do it and come out here and people enjoy it.
Like usual, this record sounded like you guys made it on your own terms. Do you feel any outside pressures from people? No? No one's coming in saying, here's what we want you guys to do?
We feel it, but we laugh at them.
There's always deadlines and shit like that, but I mean, you know, we go, however long it's going to take us, that's how long it's going to take us, and we just do it at our own pace.
Do these end up turning out the way you think they would? Or do they change on the way? Come on, should you give us a...
I don't know, man. That was a boring question. Let's talk about something
No, I
interesting.
want to know if this changes, man. Like, do you guys go into this thing? Do you have an idea of what your record's going to sound like?
No. We just,
No.
I mean,
No?
No,
Yeah,
never.
no.
We don't really have any formulas that we follow when we make music. We just go in and we start doing it, and we throw away a lot of stuff. I mean, we write stuff, and we're pretty harsh on each other as well.
Throw
which
away all
maybe,
my stuff.
Which maybe isn't good all the time. I mean, for real. I mean, we shouldn't be such punks to each other. But I don't know. I think in the end, like I can look at everybody in the band and like know that everybody did some tight shit and not worry about it. You know what I mean? And that's a good thing.
How do the relationships
I said
evolve?
shit.
He said shit. He said that word. How do the relationships evolve in this band then? Because like you're pretty hard on each other, like you said. But has it always been that way? Is it easing up as you guys get older and do this more?
Say it again.
Like, is it easing up the way you guys treat each other?
I mean,
Depends on what it's about. Some things we're pretty hard on each other about. Some things we don't care.
this is how we are. I mean, we've been
Look at
friends since we were
Stefan's
kids,
hair,
so-
man. I really like it.
We got lots of people who want to get involved in this conversation. John's got a question for the guys in the Deftones. John, where are you? He's right there. John, what's your question for the Deftones?
What's up, guys?
What's up, man?
You guys rock and rock.
What's with the symbol?
I was just wondering if you guys could sign this, but my
Bummer.
that'd be a treat. I was wondering what's the one necessity that you have to have on tour with you guys?
Is that true for everybody in the band?
I just got to bring music. I always, either got to have
Man, come
iPod,
on.
CD, something like that.
That ain't exciting.
Okay, I gotta have weed too.
Well, now you know what works for them. Take a look at it from earlier today, the Summer Sanitarium Tour at Skydome. It's the Deftones. There you go, from earlier today, it's the Deftones, the Skydome for the Summer Sanitarium Tour. It's all right. Keep it going. Your relationship with your audience. It's the kind of thing where, you know, some artists write music for themselves and the fans get it, and sometimes you write it for the fans. What does it sit with you guys?
It might sound mean, but we always kind of write for ourselves, you know what I mean? But I think that's right. We kind of enjoy that. I mean, I know the records I buy, I can kind of tell the people who are making the music are enjoying making, and you know what I mean? They're enjoying making what they're making. And whether the records morph from, you know what I mean, they don't sound like the last two records or whatever, you can always tell when someone's doing what they want to do, and I think that's the most important thing.
You know, it's funny with a band like yours.
Thank you.
With a band like yours, you always get lumped in to a category with a lot of other bands, so I don't know if you guys necessarily belong in those categories, but it's something that you have to face, you know, as people who do this for a living. Is it frustrating for you?
No, we've been being categorized since we, you know, first played our first, you know, garage or whatever, you know what I'm saying? It's always been that way. And you can't let it, whatever. People are always going to try to put you somewhere. I think it's great that we're adaptable enough to we're able to, you know, go and play shows with Extreme. You know, we play shows with so many different types of bands, man. You know what I mean? And that's good. I think it's a good thing to be able to do that. It's more opportunity.
Yeah, what he said.
Yeah, what he said, exactly, Steph. All right, so when he finishes signing out, we're going to head outside to the people outside who've also gathered to see the guys in the Deftones. Let's take it out. Get ready to come the Deftones. Lots more bands still to come on the show today. Of course, Linkin Park are going to be here, and the guys in Metallica as well, as we head outside with the Deftones. Man, look at all this smoke. Nice. Hey, it must feel like your tour bus, eh? The Deftones make their way. We'll head up there on stage, guys. How's everybody doing out here? All right? The Deftones. Chino signing autographs, making everybody happy. Answer me this question then. When people started talking about this band in the press, there was a lot of like competitive talk and people trash talking each other. What's the mood like on the tour with all the different bands?
The mood's really good. I think everyone's having a lot of fun. You know, we just started, but there's no trouble whatsoever. I think everyone's just doing what they came here to do, and that's have a good time. You know?
Now we're fighting every day.
Every day? Well, that's the idea. You know, everybody just naturally assume that there's some kind of competition between all the different bands on the bill. Is there any of that kind of competition?
Not anything more than just, you know, trying to hype everybody up and get everybody to go out there and do their best, you know what I mean? You know, it's still got to go out there and work. You know, Metallica fans are good, loyal fans, you know what I mean? And they're not going to let any band just come up and open up for them and just like, you know, not have to work for it, you know what I mean? So you definitely got to work for it, and it's a good thing. It makes, you know what I mean? It makes you just try harder, that's all.
When you were guys, I mean, I think you were quoted in a couple of publications as saying that, you know, you're up on this bill with bands. And were you quoted correctly? Talking about bands like, I guess, Limp Bizkit?
I don't know if I was or not, but I think it's a lot of BS, just the whole fact of just trying to, you know what I mean, sell copies of a magazine to, you know, by trying to make me out to look like, you know what I mean, I'm just, you know, I hate everyone or something like that, because, you know what I mean, actually, all these bands are good people, man, and I've known them, a few of them for a long time, and it's a good thing. Like I said, I would
The
never
brother can
want
have
to
his
say
own
anything bad
opinion.
about any band who's out there doing what they want to do and having a good time doing it. You know what I mean? Why would who am I to say anything about it? If I don't listen to their music, that's one thing. But you know what I mean? I have nothing to say. Like,
Now, like you mentioned off the top, you're playing with Metallica, and those fans are very loyal. Was there any kind of inner sort of, oh my God, we're going on stage, to this audience, and you just know that the fans are relentless? Did you have, when you're out there and you're opening yourself up, do you feel that at all?
yeah, totally. I mean, they're strong, man. You can feel their energy, straight come off. So, I mean, it makes you work harder though. So.
After this, it's important for you guys to play your own shows, right? And you're also doing that when you have opportunity to headline your own shows. What's the plan after this? You're going to go on a bigger tour?
Well, I think we're going to Europe after this, and we're taking a Perfect Circle as another band out with us. And hopefully we get them back here with us as well. So we're thinking about doing a whole Canadian tour, pretty much. We've never really done it, so.
Deftones bringing the show to Canada. That would be awesome. They're actually playing in the first week of August. You can catch them. They're not going to be in Vancouver, but this summer Sanitarium tour is going to be in Seattle at the Seahawks Stadium. So if you want to drive down there, you can check out this show there. And like we said, July 20th, they're going to be playing in Montreal as part of the summer Sanitarium tour. For you guys, what's blowing you away now that when you listen to music? Is there something out there that you actually find interesting?
Well, if you guys don't get mad at me, I love Justin Timberlake. I can't help it. It's just good. It's just good. It's good music.
Chang is up.
I like a lot of stuff, man. You know what I mean? And a lot of underground stuff. I like searching for music. You know what I mean? Having to kind of dig through stuff and find things. You know what I mean? And you find a lot of good stuff if you look for music that way.
You find in this era, there's so many ways to learn about a band. It's kind of like that little mystery's gone.
Yeah.
That used to be there.
A lot of it's like right here in your face all the time, and it makes it sometimes not as interesting. It's good to go out and find stuff.
For you guys, when you're putting out, this kind of music, do you take a look at this band, the Deftones, and say, we have a lot of life in us, or do you just take this album by album?
We kind of take it album by album. I do at least.
Steph, what you guys?
Man, we'll be around forever. You know what I'm saying?
Write that quote down.
Like cockroaches.
Oh, nice, yeah. But not everybody wants cockroaches. Is this that kind of band? What's that?
Good kind of cockroach. Well, trip.
And you take a look at this band, and I see the bands that you're on the bill with this time around, and I wonder where you're going to grow. Because I think a lot of people expected this record to sound different than it did. Do you have a general idea?
No, like pretty much what I said earlier is like we don't go in with any preconceived ideas of what the record's going to sound like, what kind of songs we want to make or nothing. We just go in and we start playing together. You know what I mean? That's the first thing. And we can't plan it out. When you plan it out, it sounds like that. You know what I mean? So you just got to do it.
You feel limitations in the band? Can you do whatever you want in this group musically?
No. Abe can't play double bass. And
I can't play bass, period.
and he can't play bass. So we're definitely limited.
Nice. Looks like there's more of you on this record.
Yeah. I think we're all growing as people, as musicians, and taking chances, whether it's the way we write a song or the different type of instruments we play,
Is it the kind of band where you all have a confidence stepping out and saying, I want to try something different? Or do you have to warm everybody up to the idea?
I think we kind of just go for it. We all inspire each other, so that's all we really need.
Let's go. All right, we got a lot more questions to get to. Email still coming in. Don't forget still to come on this particular show. Linkin Park are going to be here. The guys in Metallica as well. But we're going to the audience. We have an audience question right now. Way over there. What's your question for the Deftones, man?
Hey, man, you guys rock, right? What was the weirdest thing you guys ever done?
Stuff it!
Can you hear him?
Hey, man, what was the weirdest thing that's ever happened to you guys?
It's the weirdest thing.
Man, I don't know.
Have you had one of those moments where you kind of look at each other all as a band and go, this is odd. We didn't ever expect to be here.
There's weirder things that have happened that are way separate from the band that's gone, but I don't know. I can't think of one right now.
Is it the kind of band that experiences things together? Are you the kind of band that sits around and talks to each other like, those group of friends that you always hear about?
Man, I've known these
No.
Me and
don't
Frank
talk
haven't
to each
talked.
other.
Yeah, we
We
spoke
don't-
for over a
exactly.
year. So
Hey, you're taking away my...
Oh, your mic's still going.
Does it work? I've known this fool since I was 10. You know what I mean? This guy, since I was a little kid. So we don't have to sit around and talk about our feelings and how we feel about each other. You know what I'm saying? We pretty much know when someone's making you, you know, mad or whatever, you just kind of look at them like, fool. And then, you know,
we all know what buttons to push, definitely.
But
it's fun, and we do it a lot. We make a lot of fun of each other, too.
Yeah.
I mean, but that's our way of, I don't know, I mean, you don't want to get made fun of. I mean, so every day, all day you're on your toes trying to perform your best because you don't want to get made fun of.
Who's the hypersensitive one in the band?
It all depends. You know, sometimes you got the Shawshank Redemption, and you get made fun of, you know, and sometimes you don't.
The Shawshank Redemption? I'm afraid to find out what that is.
Ravi Shankar.
Unbelievable, guys. Thank you very much for coming. It's really cool. Yeah. The Deftones. Awesome as that. Now, Linkin Park is still to come. Linkin Park are going to make their way here. Also, the guys in Metallica are going to be showing up. Now, Limp Bizkit, I guess, aren't coming anymore tonight, but Fred, if you're watching, you're more than welcome to come down. We'd be happy to have you on the stage.
Fred, what's your
fans. Bring Cheese Guy in Arbor. He wants to find something. I'm sure we can find him something. Stick around. The Summer Sanitarium Afterparty. We'll be right back.
Fucking saw you guys play at Pomona in San Diego. It was an awesome show, man. You guys are the best.
They're in the studio.